Hey everyone, Coach Kaylee here. So I am super excited just to talk to you guys today about what to post. So I'm going to wait a second, see if anybody gets on. So I guess I'll start with a little bit about me. I kind of told you, if you saw my post this morning warning you about what time I would get on-ish, I said that I was a 5-star coach, co-founder of Team Destiny, and I never really used Facebook at all when I started coaching. Maybe like once or twice every few months I would use it. And my name was even my husband's name. It was Adam and Kaylee Pinto, because, hi Sheila, I didn't want anyone to find me from high school. I was ashamed of my past and who I was. And I even changed my name. Here's the secret, guys. My name is Kristen Lee. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Yes. So my name was Kristen Lee, and I started going by Kaylee for short, again, because I didn't want to be known by who I was from my past. I grew up with parents of strong addictions, and I myself got into drugs as well. And so I was ashamed of who I was. I moved away, and I didn't want people to find me on Facebook. So this has been a huge growing experience for me, being able to share and put myself out there and owning my story. So that's all in the past. Now I'm, sharing every single day. But I want you to know that even if you're not good at sharing, I didn't know who I was. I didn't really have an identity about me. I didn't feel like I had anything of value to share. So one thing, if you feel that way, if you're just like, gosh, I don't know what to post, I don't have anything of value, or I just do my workouts, like, talk to your sponsor coach and ask her, say, hey, what's different about me? Because that's super important, to start posting and talking about how you are different specifically. Because that's what's so important, is sharing what's different about you, not just posting about your workouts, not just posting about your Shakeology. What is different about you specifically? Because most of the coaches out there just post Beachbody, 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 but you want to post 80% of you and then 20% of Beachbody. Beachbody is just a tool to help grow you and share with other people, right? So coaching has brought me so much more than just health and fitness, and that's what I share on my page, things that I'm growing and I'm learning in. So I want to talk to you today about, like, looking at your page. Since we're live, we can't really, put down my video and still listen in and then go on your own page and evaluate it. So I want you guys, if you don't already have a notebook and a pen, please take some time to grab a notebook and a pen. And I want you, after this call, to go on your page and do this a little evaluation for me. I also went, and if you liked my post this morning, I went on a lot of your pages. Some of you, I can't even see your pages because it's hidden to the public. And others of you, I have a ton of tips and ideas that we can enhance your page and enhance who you are, because I see some super special things about you, and we can just rock that out and bring that out. And Amy tomorrow is going to talk about engagement. So she's also going to be peeking at your pages and sharing with you guys, not pointing anybody out specifically, but sharing with you guys how to improve and get more engagement and conversations flowing. So that's going to be super exciting. All right, by now, I hope you have your pen and paper. So I want you to do this. I want you to go to your page after this video, and I want you to look at your posts. Look at your last 5 posts that you have. Hi, Amy. Hi, Crystal. So when you look at your posts, ask yourself these questions. Do you see somebody who's motivating, positive, inspiring? Would you want to follow you? Ask yourself, do you see somebody that can help somebody else with their health and fitness goals? because you're looking at this kind of from someone else's view, like one of your prospects or customers or friends on Facebook. When they go to your page, do they see somebody that can help them with their health and fitness journey? Do they see somebody who's all about health and fitness? Is that all they see when they go to your page? Just health and fitness, Shakeology, you know? We got Beachbody on Demand, we got workouts, you know, is that all that they see on your page? Do they see a lot of other people's posts on your page? Do you tend to share other people's posts a lot to your page? Because that tends to lead people away from your page, and your whole goal is to keep them on your page and keep them scrolling and liking and getting to know you, not taking them somewhere else. So ask yourself that question. Do you share a lot of things? Don't get me wrong, you can share posts, but is it a constant thing? Ask yourself that question. I used to do that a lot because I had no idea what to post. And I was caught up in this, I have to post 3 to 5 times a day. I didn't know why I had to post 3 to 5 times a day, but that's what the training told me. And I was like, okay, I got to figure this out. What the heck am I going to post? And I really struggled with that. So I shared a lot of people's posts. But again, that just leads people away from your page. So you don't really want to do that often. Look at your 5 featured photos. What are your 5 featured photos? You know, like when someone goes to your page, go to your page on your phone and look. The first thing that comes up are your videos and your 5 featured photos. So those 2 things are super important. You just friend requested somebody and they're like, who is this person? And they're going to come to your page and that video is the first thing they're going to see. And those 5 featured pictures are the first thing that they're going to see. So you want to make sure you take Coach Ashley's tips from yesterday about pictures and videos and put them into action. Your 5 video or pictures, I'd like to say, should be bright, colorful, you smiling. We're going to talk about more about your interests and your brand. It should be telling the story of you in those 5 featured photos. A really great one is your before and after pictures. A lot of people see me now and they're like, oh, she's just skinny. She's always been skinny. No, I have my before and afters there so they can see, you know, the ugly side of me as well, you know? So that's important. What are those 5 photos? Is it your dog or your cat, or is it your family is in your 5 photos there? Look at your job title. Does it just say Beachbody Coach? Try to get a little more creative with that. When you're friend requesting people and adding people as friends, do they, you know, some people get turned off when it just says Beachbody Coach because, you know, some people don't have best practices. So when they see Beachbody Coach, sometimes they're like, she's going to try to sell me something. So maybe get a little creative with that. Talk about like, I'm a cheerleader. I'm an online health and motivator coach. I'm an online support group and accountability coach. You know, get creative with that. All right. So let's talk about what to post. And again, so have your pen and paper ready. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Jessica. Have your pen and paper ready. So what to post? I want you guys to think about 5 to 10 things that you are interested in. So not just things about you, but things that interest you. Again, I struggle with this. I'm like, I don't know what's interesting about me. I don't know. So think about, what are you interested? Are you interested in learning how to organize better? It doesn't have to be things that you're good at. It could be things that you want to be a better version of yourself. You want to be your best at. So it could be, I want to be a better organizer. I want to get to know my creator more. And that's one of my passions, is getting to know who God is better. Is your, you know, motivational? Do you want to know and be more motivating because you seem to not, you seem to have a pessimistic attitude. So maybe you need to be more motivational. So write motivating down. Maybe you don't read your personal development. I used to not do that ever. And that's something you want to get better at. So write personal development down. Are you a stay-at-home mom? Are you a mom who wants to be more creative on fun things you can do with your family because you just sit on the couch because you just don't, you're overwhelmed and you don't even know what to do some days with your kids? So maybe stay-at-home mom fun. Maybe you're a working full-time mom and you can write that down. I'm a working full-time. I want to learn how to eat healthier while I'm working full time and clean, and so you need simple, fast, and busy. Maybe you are a teacher and you want to share things, easy ways to teach children. That's super beneficial. If I had some coaches that are teachers and they shared what they were teaching their kids in school, like, I would take interest to that. These 5 to 10 things are your passion, things you want to learn about, things you want to get better at, and things that are of value to other people, just like you. That's how you build your tribe, because people are going to engage with these posts because they have those same passions and interests. And that's like your avatar someone was talking about. Like, who do you want to be? Who are you talking to? And what are your interests and your passions and things you want to get better at? Also, recipes and food. If you're not very good at, clean eating and you're learning, then write down food and recipes and make that a priority of trying to find one new thing every single week. Workouts, motivational quotes, family fun ideas, and family fun times. So write out that list. I also have this I'm going to post. This is the power of posting to share. It has, how has fitness changed you and what has it done for you? And write out, 4 reasons right there. What has Shakeology done for you? Write out 4 reasons right there. What has the income from Beachbody coaching enabled you to do? What has being a coach done for you specifically? What about being a part of a team as a coach? And writing out those reasons and then creating posts on those reasons is another super helpful thing, because you can start with why these things are beneficial to you before you just post the what about them. But really, that's how I create my posts, and I think about it before I just post. So what are your 5 things? If you already have it, can you post that and comment below what your 5 things are? Because I know I really struggled with writing a list of things I was good at. And this all goes back to what other coaches have been sharing about branding. This is branding yourself and thinking about those interests and those topics. And now we're going to own those interests and those topics. So I want to go into about theme topics based on your brand. Okay, so I'm totally type A, and I really need to plan things out and have a system for things. Otherwise, I just get caught up on not knowing what to post again. Does anyone feel this way, or is it just me? Like, does anyone struggle with posting and what to post and getting engagement? Is that something that's hard for you? So let's talk about theme topics based on your brand. So out of those 5 to 10 things that you wrote down, I picked out those some that I was going to start Google Docs on. So my one Google Doc is called Daily Devos. So every single day I want to get to know who my creator is, and I have a Google Doc. So I read my Bible or my devotional, or like daily devotions for mothers, books, it's just day 1, day 2. I'll do my devotions and I'll read until something sticks out to me that I learned. And then I will create a post from what I learned. It helps me stay accountable to my devotions. It helps me to grow, and it helps me to have a post that I'm going to do every single morning. Now, if you don't do devotions, or growing close to your creator isn't one of your things, maybe motivation is. And you can look up motivational quotes or motivational YouTube videos and watch one of those every single morning, and then give a small caption of what you learned and how you're growing, and you can post one of your pictures with what you learned. So maybe that's something that you can do every single morning. Ashley talked about WordSwag, an awesome app. So take one of your millions of pictures in your phone and put like a few words or a quote that came to you from your Bible reading or your morning motivational reading or video, and put that on top of one of your pictures. Every single day, your kids' pictures, your family pictures, your dog pictures, whatever. You want them seeing you. You don't want to be using those stock photos. I know someone else mentioned that. Use photos of you. So Do your devotions, what you learned from it, share a picture of you. Also, another thing I have, this is one of my secrets, so another secret I'm giving you guys. These calendar things, these freaking flip calendars are amazing. I have dozens of them all over my house, and my bathrooms, and my kitchen, and this is my office. I have 2 in my office. Well, I have 3. I have 3 in my office. They're in my bedroom, everywhere. And when they motivate me, I will read it, and I'll be like, oh, yes, that makes such perfect sense. And I will post it to fit me that morning. Like, for example, one of them said, be intentional about praying for your husband today. So this morning, I was like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to pray for my husband. And I just shared about a little stupid thing that he said to me yesterday, and I posted a picture of that. So that was something that I did today. And usually I try to get ahead of myself. So whatever I learned today, I usually put it on that Google Doc of Daily Devos. So I'm ahead 1 to 2, 3 posts every single day on that Google Doc. So if there's a morning I don't get out of bed early and do my devotions or whatever, I'll already have my morning post, something that I learned previously. So that is my morning devotional, motivational post. Or you can do your personal development. So if you struggle with reading your personal development, make it a point to read that personal development every morning and make a Google Doc that says personal development and read that personal development until something sticks out to you, and highlight it and add it to your personal development Google Doc, that quote. So you can start having a bunch of quotes from your personal development, why that quote stuck out to you, and relate it to your life. And then you're going to have a ton of posts ready for when you need it, and just make it a habit of that's what you're going to do every single morning. Leave room for wiggle room, but at least it creates a system with tons of wiggle room in there. Another themed topic based on my brand that I do is housewife hacks. So I'm a stay-at-home mom. I got 3 girls. I'm always rushing around. I'm always looking for easy ways to make staying at home mom easier, or using the crap or the hot mess of my life. And I will Google mom hacks, life hacks, things like that. And I will try them out in my own home with my own children and my own, surroundings. And then I will post that, and I make that a weekly post that I do. So every Thursday or every Wednesday. So it's something that I have a Google Doc on as well, except I call it housewife hacks. And I just, as things come up, or I see things or inspiring posts or mom hacks or whatever, I add it to that document, and I have a list of things that I can try out that week and create a post about. So that's housewife hacks. And I kind of know that I'm just going to do that every Thursday. And some weeks I don't do it, but it's okay. Like some days you just fly in other things that you're doing in there. Another thing that I do that is a themed topic based on my brand is, again, I'm a stay-at-home mom of 3 kids. I want my kids to eat food and try new things. So I don't want them to be like, ew, I don't want that. Or go to people's houses and be like, no thanks, I want them to be adventurous eaters. So on Fridays, I have something called Fun Food Friday. And this is, again, another Google Doc that I have that I write out fun foods that we're going to try. So we just go to a grocery store, and I let the kids pick out some things, and I take pictures of them holding these odd, weird foods. Maybe it's not even a weird food. Maybe it's just purple potatoes instead of white potatoes, Maybe it's pink rice instead of, brown rice or white rice. It's just one new food that they try every single week, and I call that Fun Food Friday. So maybe you can try one new recipe a week, or, maybe you can call it Adventure Food Friday, or make it fit you. Or, maybe you're just a single working mom and you just want to try a new recipe each week, or a new veggie each week. Like Coach Ashley is going to start doing, each week or whatever, having a top theme topic, how to make veggies taste good. So she's going to start picking out a veggie and creating a new way to try that and posting about that, and that's of interest and of value to people. So those are the theme topics based on your brand. I love how Christina said that she does the weigh-in on Fridays. So she just knows, like, that's something she posts about on Fridays. So try to think about your brand and what interests you. And maybe it's, again, organization. And you want to start learning about organization. So Google organization tips and then start putting those on your Google Doc. And then start doing them anytime in your own home and taking pictures of you doing them. And then you can start creating posts about that. So let's see what else. So I talked about what to post. I talked about your evaluating your Facebook page, and we talked about themed topics based on your brand and creating posts ahead of time based on those topics. Now I want to talk about creating that plan. So this isn't something that I do all the time, but I kind of just mapped it out so because this is what's in my head, but I wanted to map it out so you can see it, and I'll post it. It's just a Sunday through Saturday calendar, and I kind of mapped out what I want to plan. And guys, there's tons of wiggle room in this. So this isn't like, bam, 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 this is what I'm going to post. That's boring. You got to share your life and just be spontaneous at sometimes too. And if you're like that, then that's super awesome. And I totally fill in my life in here, but it's never like, this is what I'm doing at 12 o'clock, so I got to post it at 12 o'clock. I post a ton of stuff from weeks ago, months ago even, that me and my kids have done. And it appears to be something that we're doing right at that moment. And that's fine. It doesn't need to be on that moment. That was another thing I really struggled with. I'm like, gosh, I don't have time to post this craft right now that I'm doing with my kid. And I tried to be posting while I'm doing that craft with my kid. And like, that's not the way to live, guys. You take a ton of photos, gather a ton of information, throw it on your Google Doc, and then recreate it as a post later on. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Jamie. How are you? Okay. So here's just that weekly calendar, and I kind of sat down and planned it out so I know what I'm going to be posting about. So my daily devotions is going to be first every single day. And okay, so Sundays are my yoga days, meal prep times. Sunday night, I know I'm going to post about my upcoming challenge group. Transformation Tuesday. I didn't even talk about that. That has been really big for me, and that's something I know is going to happen every single Tuesday. I don't necessarily say Transformation Tuesday plastered on my page. I just know that's what one of my posts is going to be genuinely about. And that has been super amazing. If you go to my page, I'm going to tell you another secret here. Abigail on my page, it appears that she's one of my challengers, but I found that on the Team Beachbody website. I read her story and I can relate to it so much. And I heard so many women that I've been talking to relate to that story. So I picked her. That's who I wanted to share about. And I just put my brand on it. My brand is zigzags. Whoop, whoop. I love that chevron zigzag look. So I just picked out zigzags to put on top of it. And every single Tuesday, my pictures always tend to have that. She shares her deep, passionate story on teambeachbody.com. I picked out bits and pieces of her words specifically and put them on there. And I ended with a call to action, which is so important. And Amy's going to talk more about that engagement tomorrow and call to actions and responding with likes and all that stuff. But Transformation Tuesday is non-negotiable for me. That's something that I'm going to post about, and that's my 20% Beachbody I'm going to get in there on my page each week. So I kind of planned it out. Housewife Hack is on there. My Fun Food Friday. Friday nights are always family nights. So I try to post about what family fun things we're doing. And again, ask engaging questions. Amy's going to talk about that. And maybe what I post about this Friday night is not something we're actually doing that Friday night. It might have been from the Friday before, because it takes me some time to think about posts and actually create them. Coaching posts. When are you going to post those coaching opportunity posts? If you guys struggle with getting business building coaches, it's going to be because what are you posting on your page? Are you creating that vision of what what Beachbody can actually do in their life besides just be a hobby? Hey, Jen. So are you creating posts and thinking about posts about that? I made a list of what I love about Beachbody coaching. Look at all those. So I'm going through this list and I'm creating posts. I'm taking pictures based on this list and I'm creating posts, again, on a Google Doc. Google Doc about these things. So I can be intentional about sharing those. So this might sound, does this sound crazy to you, my whole schedule? Like, tell me below. Because I know, like, I need a plan. It just really helps calm the anxiety in me. Again, like Saturday mornings, I'll post yard sale humor every week, some kind of yard sale stuff or mom humor usually, talk about my husband. Kid crafts are on Monday. Like, I just know kind of what I'm posting. And this might sound a little boring, I guess you can say, like, or what's that word? You know what's going to happen, but I throw in a ton of other stuff in between all this. So that is about creating a plan. So I'll just post this Sunday through Saturday calendar, and you can come up with your plan. Let me know if that helps you or not. So what else? So I want to talk about personal development books that have helped me because I struggle again with posting. And these are all these things that I've done are things that I've learned in some of my personal development books. So one of them is Likeable Social Media. Yay! So this really helped about helping me pick out my brand, pick out the more about me instead of just Beachbody. Like, there's so much more to you specifically than just Beachbody. So your page should not just reflect Beachbody. And you have so much value to offer other people. You just got to get it out and figure out how to bring it out, because not only is it valuable to others, it's so valuable to you and growing as a person. Another one is Jab Jab Right Hook, or Jab Jab Hook. So that's a really great one. I don't have that. I gave that away. Another one is Start With Why. Amazing book by Simon Sinek, and it really helps you to think about why you're posting these before you just tell them Shakeology, before you just tell them I'm doing core to force, awesome workout. It helps you to think about why and post about the why before the what. So that's super awesome. I can't see any comments. Why does it say 10 comments so far? I can't see any of your comments, so I don't know why. Oh, that's not good. Let's see here. Do. Oh, wow. I need to be more organized after hearing you. Oh gosh, I sound like a crazy person, right? I know. This is taking me a while, but it helps me. It's not even organization, guys. It's like kind of all over the place in here, but it really helps me to think and be intentional. I know some coaches that are super amazing at just, they're at events and they're like, bam, 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 done, post. And I'm like, I'm the person at the events where I have social anxiety in big groups and people are on their phones and I'm just like, I can't post. Like I freeze, that's me. That's how I am. And I need to really think about posts, think about my feelings and be able to share that. So I remember a conversation with Jackie over at Leadership, 5-Star Leadership. And she was just like, just post, girl, just post. Cause she was like going at it. And I'm just like, I can't do that. So creating a plan and having a strategy really helps me. So what else? Okay. I wanted to talk really super fast on, systems are great though. Yes. And I feel like helping my coaches create their brand days. Like some of these girls are awesome. Like Amy, for example, she's a working mom. Like I would love to hear more about how she does it, working a full-time job, making dinners, eating healthy. What does she take for lunch? Those kinds of things. So she's working on that. She loves wine. So now she's looking up wine humor and sharing, facts about wine. And, it's helping her to post weekly and have ideas about their brand and creating that value. And so your followers just know who you are. Okay. So I would love it if you would write out a whole page of why you love coaching, why you love Shakeology, because these things are going to help you in what to post in challenge groups. So that was a little thing I just wanted to add to the end of this about what to post in your challenge groups, because, the challenge groups are your bread and butter, right? Yes. So every post in your challenge group, especially right now for the health bet, you're posting your Shakeology pictures 5 times a week, if not more. And every single Shakeology post should reflect a reason why you love it. And you definitely have 21 or more reasons why you love Shakeology. Instead of, it's just great on the go. You know, think about it. Look at the ingredients. Look up the ingredients on the back of that bag. What are the benefits of that? So each time I post my Shakeology picture, I'm posting a valuable information about that Shakeology. Each time I'm posting my workout photo, I'm posting why I love Beachbody on demand. There's so many reasons, guys, besides it's super fast to, press play, There's modifiers now. There's, so many different programs. There's Challenge du Jour, there's Fixate, there's this recipe, that recipe, there's this workout tracking sheet. There's this many reasons why you love them. So if you don't know this many reasons, sit down and really think about these things so you know what to post, because your post matters and creates value. And that's what people want to see from you. And that's what people want to know about you. And that helps you share you. So that's challenge groups. Yeah, I think that's about it on what to post. I talked about theme posts, creating that plan, personal development books that will help you, what to post in challenge groups, picking out 5 to 10 passions and turning them possibly into themed posts. Is there any other questions that you may have that I could answer? If so, post them in the comments section and I'll check them out and answer them later. I'm going to post some of the tips like this, and the what to post reasons, and some other content information. I took a really great like page training, which is great for just regular social media, Facebook training, and it really gives you some comparisons. Oh, I was gonna post this, but instead post that, and that really helped me to strategize and think more about what to post and how to post. So I'm gonna post that in this group as well today. And tomorrow, Coach Amy Peters is going to rock this house with engagement, because she's amazing with engagement, amazing at frequency and being constantly posting. And she's going to have some very important reasons why it's important to post a lot. So she's going to find that super helpful. Maybe she's even going to peek at some of your pages to offer you some insight. So thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later.